Before we get into it, I just want to say this. I got a new movie out right now on Tubi. Make sure y'all go stream and check it out. It's called Work Bait 2. Yeah, from the It Was All a Dream podcast. Yours truly, Dutchy Man, has a movie out right now, and we're going to keep pushing this narrative of black excellence all the way till we get to where we need to be at.
Make sure y'all run them numbers up on that joint too, man.
Yeah, run them numbers up on that. Run your numbers up on the podcast. Subscribe, and make sure y'all click the link.
So what we talking about, Steve?
So, first of all, we want to, this is a hip-hop podcast. We touch a lot of topics, but this is a hip-hop podcast, so we want to, send our condolences out as a group, from It Was All a Dream podcast to the family of Irish Grinstead. For y'all that may not know who she is, she was one of the members of the legendary, iconic girl R&B group from the 90s and the 2000s, 702, and she passed away a couple days ago. So we just want to, as a group, send our love, our condolences, and our well wishes to her family, during this trying time. So it's a shame when we lose one of our legends, and for some reason it just seems like we lose a lot of them. I mean, back to back to back. Every year you hear a story of somebody that is legendary. My favorite 702 song, I don't know about these guys, but my favorite 702 song, produced by Pharrell, I Still Love You.
That's my favorite,
song.
bro. That's my joint, bro.
That beat, the way that beat come on, and the way that girl come in.
I'm sorry that y'all lost y'all sister. And we love you guys, and we pray that God brings you guys strength in this trying time.
Definitely. On a little better note, I mean, y'all see what's
popping right now. These will be available on the site, so you can pick your colorway. We're going to have two colorways. It's going to be, of course, this one, which is the dope hip-hop red, and then we're going to have a hip-hop black.
Yeah, so y'all see the merch, y'all see the vibes we're getting into, but, we just want to put that out there. But now let's get into our first topic. So, a couple days ago was the 22nd anniversary of 9/11. For y'all that, I don't know how you don't know what 9/11 is, but when the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers was attacked. But it's also a key day in hip hop because that I know of. I know there's other people, but that I can remember. There's two albums that came out that day on September 11, 2001. Number one was Fabulous. And that was his debut album.
I forgot Fabulous.
What's the name of it? I don't want to mess it up. Not Streets is Talking. Streets is Talking. I can't think of the name of it, but that Fabulous album was certified fire. Certified fire. I Can't Deny It was on that album.
It was.
And so, certified fire. But then also the iconic classic, The Blueprint came out that day, Jay-Z. And again, it was overshadowed, of course, because we were having a world incident. It was overshadowed by the Twin Towers being...
but he still did great numbers, though.
He did... it's the Blueprint. You don't even have to say nothing. When you say the Blueprint, you could be talking to people and just say, yo, the Blueprint, they automatically...
They know.
You know it's the Jay-Z
album.
album.
They know because it was one of the most, to me, pivotal times, like in hip hop, with the Trade Center going down and these great albums, and it's like, what do you pay attention to? And he still got us to pay attention to hip hop at that time.
And I feel like, being Jay-Z with the Reasonable Doubt and all of that, I don't think that those albums that came before that was really, I don't know, again, I was a little bit younger, but when it comes to like marketing, I ain't really see Reasonable Doubt. I seen Dead President's video and all that, but I ain't see like a marketing behind that.
Well, marketing was so small back then, like we didn't have none of the sites that we had, even in the last 10 years.
And so this one, it was just like, we knew this was coming. And
so we talking about what, 25 years ago?
22 years ago.
22 years ago. So 22 years ago, what was it? Black Planet.
Yeah.
That was what was out.
Maybe it was. I think marketing was all magazine
posters. Right.
So there's an iconic song from that album. There's a lot of iconic songs from that album. Let me not say that. But there's one song that just for years, us in the hip hop culture and the hip hop purists and people who just love hip hop have always talked about, and it's the song "Renegade."
I think before we get to that, I think production wise, that was one of the best. Far as Hove, production, that was his best production up until that
album?
date. Up until that date,
Okay.
that was production was crazy.
I think that song took a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like it took them by surprise with what was going to happen to see two of the top lyricists on one record, and it's like you would never even expect M and J to go in like they did. I mean, that was nobody to me has went in like those two.
Nah,
on a record, like on a feature side.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Not the groups that have went in. I'm talking about just like two different power play entities.
Right.
Power players, let me say that correctly, power, and make them one joint together that timelessly will always go down in history as who got out on who.
And at the time, M was fresh in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm looking up to see, like. So, I mean, his first album came out in '96. Nobody really knows that.
Right.
That Infinite.
Right.
But Slim Shady LP is Hi, My Name Is. You know, that's when it started. Yeah. And then the Marshall Mathers LP, which is my favorite album. That was 2001. So you think about it.
Marshall Mathers
that came out in 2001. Renegade. So 2000, the Marshall Mathers LP put him on the map. So now he's Eminem.
Right.
I don't know if anybody's seen that collaboration coming together, because it's like Jay-Z is,
Bro.
you know, he's that guy right now. He's at the height. And we got this new. And think about it. If you think about, this is the turn of the century where we just getting the Y2K.
Right.
So before that, how many white rappers did we have? MC Search.
MC Search.
And
the Beastie Boys.
The Beastie Boys. That was basically
Vanilla Ice and
Vanilla Ice.
I'm just saying.
Right. No, you know right.
But what I'm saying,
you gotta count them though.
We talking about as far as lyricists.
Lyricism doesn't have a color to me.
Right, but I'm just saying. I'm just talking about as a whole in hip hop.
Right.
It was Vanilla Ice, MC Search, and
you got Third Base.
And the Third Base and the Beastie Boys.
What was the Jamaican rapper?
What?
Snow.
Snow.
So we got about 5 entities that we could, think of.
Yeah.
So he's like this. He's this fresh energy. He can really rap. And then he's white.
Let's say he was the first white rapper that we called the lyricist.
Right.
That we had respect for as a lyricist.
Search. I give it to Search though.
I mean, Search was okay.
Search was cool.
Some people say that Jay-Z, he took a hit on his own song.
I'll say this: when we just now listened to it again, it seemed like every time I hear it, I get more of what they were talking about. Right. It's like a new song every time I listen to it. Me personally, I don't know who to pick, bro.
If I
had to, it's hard, bro. I'm gonna go with a draw on that one.
It would be easy if we could come up here and say, somebody got Earl Spence.
Yeah,
we can say we
be lying, though.
We
be lying. That's not what we do with hip hop on this joint. We don't do that.
You cannot sit here and say
I'm giving it a draw.
That's fair. Hov got out on M, or M got out on Hov. To me, it was like, because again, when I think about it from a lyrical standpoint, Hov is my favorite rapper because he gives me story. He gives me movies in my head.
Did you ever have a video for that?
No, they didn't.
No renegade.
No radio. It wasn't on a radio or nothing. Nope. That's not.
I think the first time they performed it was on a rooftop.
Yeah.
And
MTV.
MTV on the rooftop because I know they performed it like tour times and stuff like that. But I'm talking about like in the last decade or so.
Oh yeah.
They
2 decades. They performed it again. And it was like
Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
But like I said, for those who think M got over,
leave it in the comments.
You gotta remember this. That song was originally Eminem's song.
Right.
So the beat was, he made the beat. He was the producer on the beat. So he crafted that beat for his flow.
Right.
So I mean, he had an advantage if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying?
And back in his day,
nobody has an advantage when it comes down to Hov.
But
you don't get no advantage.
But back in the day,
you never know what this guy gonna say, bro.
But back in the day,
that's true.
The one thing you got to take into account is recording was different. There was no I send you the record and you got to be here. We got to record it together. So
can you imagine what they were looking at each other like when these guys are laying the verses like Hov is in there saying, I had to hustle my back to the wall, ashy knuckles, and then them coming, and then the line that you just read to us, right, with take a bath with the Catholics and holy water.
Run that line again.
Yo, like. Yo, man.
As far as on the dragging it out,
It's different, bro.
From a listening to it with a rapper's ear. Yeah, bro, that type of shit like that, where you go from, because he went, this was.
I'm gonna give you 2 lines that I fucks with him on this. When he say,
that verse is
but I'm
stacked.
debated, disputed, hated, and viewed in America as a
motherfucking
drug addict. Like, you didn't experiment. Like, come on. He's saying to y'all, like, y'all
You
act
gonna
like
judge me for what you've done as well?
And it's like, bro, and then, I mean, of course, the other verse is, was that the first verse or his second verse? I think that was his
And that was one of the first records I heard from beginning to end. No lacking.
No, every bar.
Ever.
Every
Every
fucking
bar
bar
was a joint.
And
That's
that's
a perfect song.
And the way he started it out is like, he gave you like the whiteness in him. When he says, when he say, see, it's as easy as cake. Sizzling, whistling, Dixie.
Yeah.
Got a little white boy in there.
Like
Then
he
got
did that to be
yeah,
smart.
right, and then he got right back on his shit.
That makes him the lyricist.
But my thing is, I give him credit because he freaked it for his styles.
Yeah.
Him switched up styles like 3 or 4 times in that song.
What?
He fucked that joint up.
He
man.
said he freaked.
He
That
freaked.
was crazy.
I mean,
Freaked
he
was
freaked the shit out of the styles.
I
mean,
You know what I'm saying?
You know I love you, Black.
Because he starts, in that verse, he starts slow.
Yeah.
See, I'm a poet this summer, a regular modern day Shakespeare. Jesus Christ, the King of these
Latter-day Saints here.
So he start real slow, but then when he get to this part,
It's elevation.
while I'm waving the pistols at 60 Christians against me, go to war with the Mormon, take a bath with the Catholics and holy
That's
water.
that
No
Biggie
wonder they
shit
try to
right
hold
there,
me
bro.
out along. So he's starting to speed up the pace now. It's like
That's that big shit. That's that.
No,
That's
that's
my
when-
hands grip. Talk about some
Right, but
crazy
that's
love,
when
that's
lyrics meant something.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
those
yeah.
guys gave up lyrics.
And that climate,
meant something. And
bro.
everything he was talking about has a meaning.
Yeah.
And that climate of hip hop, that was huge.
Do you know how
Yeah,
it would
that was
feel
huge,
probably
bro.
to be him saying like, "This is the reason why they tried to
Try to
hold
hold
me
me
in
out.
the
I ain't going
water.
front.
Like they would have drowned me if."
I think
you know what I mean, like
If Renegade drop in 2023, even with them in their latter years, that shit gonna hit the same way.
bro,
it
they
did
could
in
re-drop it
2001,
tomorrow,
bro.
and I
No
would still
bullshit.
go listen to
And
it.
I don't know if it's
That's
too
timeless
many
music.
duos that, because
It's
the
never
debate is
been
still
done,
there.
bro.
Eminem
It's
and
never-
Hov,
bro.
you
It's
know?
never been done, bro.
Even if it's Kanye and Eminem, Lil Wayne and
Now,
Eminem,
hold up,
Hov
though.
and Eminem,
Three
So-
stacks.
shit different.
3 stacks.
I mean, of course.
Does that a lot.
Every guest
Come
appearance
on,
we
every
That's
record.
and I let out
But
about
we
it.
talking
You
about
don't make yourself accessible.
we
That's
talking
why.
about two lyricists.
Well, you know he don't
two
even
lyricists
believe
rap
that
at the
he's
same
dope.
level.
I like it.
No, he don't even believe
That's
he's
fine.
dope, bro.
Yeah.
That's the
That
difference.
shit.
Two
Ain't that
lyricists.
crazy though, y'all? That he really
Yeah,
don't believe
he really
he's nice.
yeah. That shit blows my mind.
3
3
stacks.
stacks.
Oh, yeah.
It's the shit that he said. You would turn this interview off like, oh, bro, you're too much.
I heard that he don't
You
want to
too
make.
fucking much.
I heard that he don't want to make music because the way
Keep pushing
music
that
is,
pen, 3
the
stacks.
way that music is absorbed these days,
Uh-huh.
he's scared to put out a dud.
Yeah.
But he don't understand that he has a
Never
loyal
drop
fan
a
base that
dud,
it'll
bro.
never be a dud.
Do you hear the shit these niggas is getting away with?
And you got to think for a lyricist like him, the competition level ain't the same as it was back when they was popping. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So think about this. For 2 lyricists to rap on the same song or at that level, that shit is unheard of. Like I don't know who else to compare that
That's
to.
calling
it
Besides
outside.
Biggie and
You
Jay-Z.
can't compare that
But
shit
think
to
about
nothing,
it.
bro.
Calling
That
it
shit-
is outside.
And think about
even
this.
with Big and bro,
That was
they
different.
did fucking phenomenal joints. But when you talk about this Renegade
Yeah, that
record, bro,
Renegade,
it's
think-
like
Renegade different, bro.
But
the
think-
standard of it is high.
But
Like,
think
it's
about
just-
the record though.
that's
The record is not a mainstream record. It's
No,
not a radio
it's not
record.
radio
B-side.
friendly.
So that's what I'm
B-side.
saying. We got a B-side record that's a super
It wasn't
classic
even meant to be a
by
single.
two
Right.
by 2 giants at their prime. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking
with no
about,
video.
With
So
no
think about
video.
it like this. We'll use current times.
And
We'll
people
say
debating about it.
we'll say
20-something.
Yeah.
With
We'll
no
say-
visual, bro.
we'll say that Lil Baby
It's
is
crazy.
the top. Do you agree? I don't know if y'all
Yeah,
agree.
right now,
So
yeah.
right now, so
Yeah,
you take
yeah,
Lil
yeah,
Baby
top.
and I don't know, maybe Dirk. I don't
Maybe
know.
Cole.
I don't think
in the
kids
top
listen to
5.
Right.
I mean, to us,
and
he's
the
a top
top
rapper,
5.
but he ain't made an album in a while.
We talking about lyricists, so I wouldn't even put Baby.
No, but I'm just saying.
I would
like,
say Cole.
No,
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 no, no.
baby can rap.
He can
though,
rap.
He can
bro.
rap. He
No,
can
but
rap,
I'm
but
not
I don't
talking
consider him
about-
a lyricist.
I'm not talking
What?
about.
Yeah, I don't consider him.
I'm not talking about
Oh,
lyricism.
bro, you got to
He
think
a vibe.
about
He
it.
more of a vibe.
You
He
gotta
more of a vibe.
remember, because we don't speak the southern twang, sometimes
No, he can
we
rap.
may
He
look
can rap.
at
He
it
can
like
rap.
that, but the boy
He
got
can rap.
lyrics.
I think
bro.
he's
He got
lyrical.
lyrics.
I don't.
He got
I just
bars.
don't think that. I like
He
he's
more
a
vibe, though.
he's his lyrical ability would be different from I don't say maybe Kendrick is in his. I'm trying to think of age wise. I'm trying to figure
favorite
out.
young boy
But it's like they
is
just
Kodak.
they
I
different.
don't
They
think none of them
lyrically
niggas
different.
rap better than Yak.
Nah, hold up,
I don't
though.
think none of them niggas rap
Kendrick,
better than
bro.
Yak, bro. Yak that work.
But I'm saying like my point
Yeah,
was
wife,
like could you see a little
He
baby
whole status right
and
now. If you
just say
talking about
Dirk.
lyricism,
We'll say Dirk because Dirk to me the young boys they just
Cole and,
fucking good.
if Cole and Kendrick
So-
dropped it, they would have a renegade. In 2023,
But do you
if
think
Cole
like
and
Lil
Kendrick,
Baby and Dirk could
that's
have
what I'm saying. It would have to
it
be
would be
Cole
that
and
impact.
Kendrick.
It'd be that
Yeah,
impact.
it would have
It
to.
would have to.
Yeah, I don't think it could be
Yeah.
a Dirk and
No.
because they are
'Cause you gotta
they
remember,
more
Cole
like
don't
peers.
miss, though.
Them niggas rap like
Don't
they
miss.
rap
He don't
like
miss,
they
bro.
homies with each
He
other.
don't
They don't-
miss. Even the stuff that Lance had put me on to
Yeah.
recent. Yo, he don't miss.
Yeah,
bro.
Oh man,
yeah.
every
Don't
verse-
miss.
So
And he
Tony
hold his own with
Kiss
anybody.
But this
Cole,
is my
Cole
thing.
on some Kiss
But
shit.
this is
Every
what I'm
verse
saying,
you hear
right?
is that.
The reason why I can't use Cole because he's not. I don't want to say he's not popping, but right now,
Okay, as of today's
I'm trying to
date.
say if right now, or if we
What
find
you mean
whether
he not popping? Anytime Cole drop, he popping.
I know, but I'm talking about.
He
Like-
has a hit. He has a top 10 single out right now.
Right now.
Young boys
Right
is
now.
listening. The
Right
niggas that's
now.
running around,
They listen
sorry,
to
doing
Cole.
the dumb shit.
Hold on.
They
Let's
listen
do
to
this.
Baby and Dirk.
Let's do
That's
this, bro.
what. That's
Let's
what,
do this.
that's
Hold
what I'm
up.
trying to-
Let's do
That's
this.
all I'm trying to do. Like right now, Cole.
We talking about lyrics.
No, let's do this. Music is based on the youth right now,
Right.
Right.
the women.
Right.
Our producer
They listen
of
to
the
Dirk
show
and Baby.
is a hip hop historian. Lance, give us your point of view on this one right here. Who are you going with if you had to pick your lyricist of the now?
So
And this is Lance's point of view.
So we had to do Renegade over right now.
Mm-hmm.
In 2023, who would you pick?
Yeah, who would you pick to be on Renegade for right now?
Well, like my pop said,
That's good.
Kendrick and Cole. That's
But
I'm
listen,
going with
all right.
Kendrick and Cole,
So I'm
too.
gonna make it a little bit more tougher. Renegade came out 2001.
Mhm.
Hole's Reasonable Doubt came out in 96.
Shit.
Eminem's Infinite came
See,
out
you gonna do
96.
this. See, you
So
gonna
that
do
means
this.
they're 5 years into the game.
Okay.
See,
So you
why
have to
you
pick a
gotta do
rapper
okay,
that's
okay.
only 5 years
Okay.
into the game
Right.
that are at the top
Right.
that
okay.
could
Yeah.
do a Renegade.
So-
now
It's
pick
only
that.
two. It's only two.
So
See, you
so
made
Baby
it
and
up.
Dirk. Yeah.
Because I wanted to be. I
It
wanted
gotta
to
be.
Yeah.
But
It gotta be them two. It gotta be them two.
Cole and Cole 5th year in the game and Kendrick 5th year in the game, they was at the same level.
I get it, but I'm
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
Not- I
yeah.
get what you're saying. I
Yeah.
get it. And again, I would pick them too.
Right.
But I'm just trying to see right
It
now
would be Dirk. It would be Baby
who
and
would
Dirk.
be those people that are only about 5-6 years into the game that are at the top, or who the
See, you made it hard to like.
That's what
answer
I'm
the
just trying to
fucking
say.
question right
You see what I'm
It's
saying?
only
And the
two
only
people.
reason
It's
I'm
only
saying
two.
that is because to me, and this is just my opinion.
Right.
This is not the opinion of the show, but in my opinion, you can't have a renegade. Because who do you have that could have a monumental verses
fucked
that
up.
we
He
gonna
fucked
remember?
that
These new guys, yeah.
Bam.
You see, that's what I'm saying. And again,
I
I'm
gotta get you fucked
Fuck
up.
I'm not taking it away from what it's
Fuck that
like.
up.
With the new guys, no,
Fuck that up.
it's not gonna
So-
happen.
I'm over here
so
talking about
again,
Baby
like-
and Dirk.
You got 21 and Drake.
Yeah, because they
album.
still had to be able to handle
Yeah.
Renegade.
Right.
You
Yeah,
got a
right.
you got a 21 and Drake album, which to me is that's all
It's
right.
cool.
But imagine having
12 songs.
I'm
Renegade.
imagine having a Hove,
Renegade.
because Hove, I put Hove and Drake on the same level. I'm just talking about for this album.
Right.
This is just
Right,
hypothetical.
right.
So we put Hove there, and who's a guy from the South that's popular?
Stacks.
The baby.
Like, no, I'm talking about during Hove's time. So maybe
Okay.
like
Stacks. Tip.
or T.I.
T.I.
So imagine a Hove and T.I. album. Imagine a Hove and T.I. album.
That would be heat. That'd be heat.
And we
Urban
gotta
Legend
give it Tip is a lyrical.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
It was
That's what I'm
like,
like.
of the
To
now,
stay with
he
Jay-Z,
would be
I ain't
like
gonna
a
front, bro,
Baby or
I don't know if Baby rap better than Tip, but I look at Baby as this. He's today.
He is. He
I-
is.
I-
No,
I-
he is.
I would
agree
say-
with that.
I would say sonically.
I agree with
I
that.
agree with that.
sonically, bro. I gotta
Sure,
agree with
bro.
that. You have to because
Talking
you
that
gotta look
street
at it
shit
from
like
he talking
Tip, bro.
street shit, and he got like you know what really made me understand that this guy
He
can
got
rap.
hooks too.
It's bigger than
Yeah.
black and
I was
white.
about to say that.
That shit crazy.
Like that.
That shit
My
crazy.
uncle, may he rest in peace. My
That shit
uncle. I said, what the fuck
Baby
you know about
fucked
Lil
my
Baby? He
head
said,
up with
nigga,
that.
listen to what the fuck he's saying.
He fucked that up.
My uncle did 35 years in the penitentiary. He said, this what it makes me think about all the time I spent in
Baby
jail.
fucked
Because
my
nobody
head
was
up with that.
nobody was expecting no political shit from him.
Not him.
From anybody.
With
From
that
anybody
type
in
of
that
substance,
group.
and he made it a single.
It was
Like, and it was popping.
Yeah, it was. It was. It
You know
was.
me being a natural wild card that I am.
Right. But this is the reason why we love you, man.
If we're gonna go
because you're
conscious,
a
we're gonna go conscious. That ain't.
I mean, yes. I mean, it's a conscious record.
It's a conscious song.
Ho.
But I'm saying nobody
He
That
did
ain't
the
that
best
deep.
that he
But
could
who else?
for his age.
You know what I'm saying? At that time, who else would be able to make that record?
I ain't undermining it, but
Right.
if we talk about conscious records, I ain't saying nothing.
We saying
But we
who
can't
else from his class.
ostricize him for
No.
that.
I ain't trying to. That's why I said
we
I'm
can't
on wild
ostracize
card
him for
shit.
that.
And we saying who else from his
Baby,
class?
fuck that
Who
up.
else from his class would it?
Nobody.
Make a
This
song
shit
like
like
that.
Nobody, bro.
Nobody.
Nobody, bro.
Could. Who could have made a song like that?
I ain't gonna lie. I think Kodak can go there.
What, bigger than black and white?
Yeah.
Nah.
I think Kodak can go there. He's intelligent.
Hey, y'all know
No, I'm
what
not
we do
saying
over
not.
here.
But
Let
I
us
see
know
him
in the
making a record.
comments
He
what y'all think
intelligent,
about
bro.
that and what Mod
He
just
is,
now
but
said. Because
I
Mod
see him
went
making
too
a
wild
record.
card for
He
that one.
fucked it up though.
He went crazy wild
was
card.
crazy.
That was
Because for
crazy.
one, because for one,
I fuck with Kodak.
they
Kodak
different.
hot.
They're different than
We
us.
love
up here.
Kodak, but
they're like more
we talking
like
about two different textures of rap.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he gives me the vibe of when I want to hear something and I'm like on the road and I'm like,
You
you
be
know,
talking
you go
that
in the gym
Hebrew
or something
Israelite
like
shit,
that.
bro.
He got some of that type of music, but when you talk about lyricism and being conscious, Lil Baby surprised me the most.
Yeah,
with
that.
him being able to transition from Drip Too Hard to that type of sound. Is what I'm saying.
Right. It was a hell of a transition.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we all agree none of these new raps could do a renegade, and it could last
I don't want to say they
22
can't.
years.
It
But I don't
won't have
see-
the same substance.
yeah, I don't see
game
it.
different.
It's
It's
like,
different now.
it's like,
It's different now.
and just
man.
to
They
segue,
collaborate
just to
so
segue
much.
away. I don't want to change the topic. I just want to say this. I want to salute Young Thug's father for giving us the clarification he gave us
I saw
about
that.
Gunna.
Yeah.
Well, so speak on
His
it.
dad vouch for him.
For the people
All
who
right,
may
all
not
right.
know,
So before we touch that,
He vouch for him. Yeah.
He said, "I love Gunna. Gunna did
Hold
not do anything that could be detrimental to this case."
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So before we get deep into that, we all.
Oh, that man on the
So
phone.
who had the best verse? Hov.
I'm saying
Yeah.
both.
I'm going draw.
I'm going to draw too.
I'm going to draw. I don't even want to wreck my brain. I can't wrap my brain around that shit.
I
What's the
can't
Because
criteria?
let me tell you why. We can listen to it, listen to it, listen to it, listen to it, and
Come to
you
the same
still
fucking
can't
question.
say he
Come to
was
the-
lacking or he was lacking. The part that makes records easy to do that is when somebody was just lacking.
Right.
It was no verse that was lacking on that
Oh,
joint.
it's perfect. Perfect verses.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
both
So it's
guys.
like-
You know what
it's
I'm saying?
like-
prior to this
I still say Hov.
conversation, I said M got over on him, but then after I heard it
a
back,
lot of people were saying that. You
Yeah.
know why? Because of the shock factor in it.
Right.
And what it was him being able to hold his own
Against
on a
Hov.
record with Hov.
Yeah,
Not
that's
against
good
him,
enough.
but just being on a record
That's
with
good
him.
enough.
Everybody else that got on a record with him, besides the Pimp C's and people like that,
Hov
really
smoke.
let him,
Hov smoke everybody.
Hov get on, and they shoot the gun and he run and leave you at the finish line.
but other than that, I say Beans.
The Mac, definitely the Mac.
Oh, yeah,
Beans
Mac
always
is
hold his
the
own.
one.
Definitely the Mac.
Jay, man.
No, let me tell you this.
Always.
That's in-house
But
though.
Scarface, to me,
Face.
always gave
Face.
them.
All
They
they
Jay
wrote
Run?
songs with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So again,
Somehow,
we got
some
this
way,
white boy
Daddy, where you
who-
been?
Pretty
you right,
new.
you right.
and he held
Face
his own.
keep up
So
with
that
them.
just
This can't be
I
like.
mean, it's like this white boy is
Face-
brand new.
Face give Mac
And
and
he-
Hov
As I
a
walked
run for
into
their
the
money.
studio to do this with Jig, I
Yeah.
get a phone call from one of my niggas. He said my homeboy Riggs, he just lost one of his kids. You know what that made me think of? Rest in peace, my nephew Cheese. That makes me think of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm you know, doing something and get the news and call Gil, right? And to hear the pain and such a strong person that I know Gil to be. He's one of the strongest niggas I know because Gil been through a lot of shit.
He
You know what
definitely
I'm saying?
strong.
Like,
Look like he bouncing back.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's,
I don't know how he doing.
One thing I'm gonna say is he's a man's man. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of people would have lost their minds in this situation.
Yeah.
And I pray for your mental health as I text you all the time and tell you, bro, we love you, man, and just take it slow and walk yourself back into being even a better Gil than you are now. You know what I'm saying? We love you over here. It was all a dream, and we love my nephew Cheese, man. And you know, like I just definitely wanted to say that right there made me think about my brother though when I heard that joint. It's like, you know,
That's crazy, right?
I mean, you never know when it could be one of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like young guys in the world, man. Take y'all time out to think before y'all go ahead and just do something that could be so detrimental to you and the people that love you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean, just speaking on just, you know, not just Cheese, the world, man.
Right.
Everybody got kids, you know what I'm saying? And I don't ever want to see nobody I love or like my color or like a parent to feel that type of pain because I seen Gil cry one time in my life, and that was at this point right here when he lost his son. I've never seen that man. I know we all cry, we all go through what we go through.
Yeah,
but I've never seen him be weak at all, and we lost a lot of things and gained a lot of things. And you know, just salute to you, brother. We ain't gonna dwell too far on it.
He's strong dude, man.
I made me think
Shout
about
out to
that.
Gil, man.
The decent thing about rap and like growing up with hip hop, how at certain points throughout your life, like certain bars or certain songs, certain verses resonate different. Like when I was a young boy, I stole it in a heartbeat. When I used to listen to Nothing Like It, when Max said can't explain it, when I pick up my son and look at my face, to have a child of my own, and when I really pick up my daughter to see my face,
you definitely see
like shit hits different as time goes on.
Definitely see your daughter look just
like
you.
that shit myself, bro. All my kids look like me, bro.
No, you gotta see his daughter though. That shit.
I've seen her.
Yeah, no, he was in the car with
I
Sage.
rode with Sage.
He was in the car with Sage.
You see my kids though. My kids look just like me, bro.
It's decent. I mean, not to say that.
I see Cege's
no other
daughter.
genre.
Cege's daughter
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
just
bro.
like
Yeah,
him, bro.
yeah,
My son
sure.
like his mom.
What? But you see the similarities though.
Because all of them look like
Yeah, you see the similarities though in you. And you
And
got
they
your
all,
style.
y'all all got the
You got
same
your style and your attitude.
same, and
Very,
y'all got
very
glasses.
smart, very
They
business
all
like.
got the same.
Yeah,
That shit crazy.
And he's our producer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
what
it's
we
like,
at next, see?
salute to my guy Lance.
So I'm gonna kind of throw a little curveball at y'all because
As you always do.
Interesting.
we had talked about some topics before, but I had a topic waiting in the wings. I didn't want to really talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
One in the
So,
head.
Rap Caviar, for all y'all that don't know, Rap Caviar is it's like a
We
playlist
about
on
to go.
Spotify.
Hold on. I think you heard what he said.
Yeah.
What he
I'm
said?
standing on that.
What he said?
One in the head. Dang, pause.
What? Rap
He
karaoke?
fishing.
No, he said one and eight.
He fishing. That ain't pause at all. That ain't pause.
I'm fucking. So Rap Caviar.
Rap Caviar has a top 10 hip hop song of each decade.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna read these songs. We only gonna do the
Well, how the
90s.
fuck they do that though?
That's a lot of narrowing down, my man.
Shit,
So
A
they
decade, it's 365 days.
A lot of hip hop.
That's a lot of fucking hip hop.
So they only did 10 in each decade. We only gonna do the 90s and the 2000s.
Okay.
So we'll start with 2000s because the 90s, I think they got a little bit better songs. So we'll start with the 2000s. Number 10 is Outkast, Miss Jackson. Number 9 is Kanye West, Gold Digger. Number 8 is Outkast, Hey Ya.
Outkast again.
Number 7 is Eminem, Mockingbird.
Okay.
I'm with that.
I don't know how this song is not number 1, but 50 Cent in the club.
Oh yeah, you got it.
I got it.
Kanye West, Stronger.
I would take that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. How could you even put in the
That
club
same category.
under that record? Like,
Number 4 is The Real Slim Shady, which was a big song, but I don't think it was bigger than In the Club.
No.
Number 3, Eminem Again, Without Me. I don't even know what song that is. Off the top of my head.
I think Hey Ya in the club is the
Number 2 is, Eminem, I'll just be honest with y'all, Eminem is number 1.
running
through
this
4.
shit.
That's crazy.
He's number 2, Till I Collapse with Nate Dogg.
That was my
Okay.
shit.
And then number 1 is Lose Yourself off the 8 Mile soundtrack.
Now, Lose Yourself was such a pivotal
That
Big
was
song.
Man, that was like
big time.
Again, I don't think it's bigger than In the Club.
no, not at
Yeah,
all.
it's not. It's
And
not.
the club actually changed the whole sound of hip hop forward 5 years, bro.
And I'm like, Hov ain't get one song in the 2000s?
That's crazy.
They try to take away from Hov because he's so big that they don't want to give him everything. But you got to get a man his water, bro.
I'm like,
That
Hov
man
ain't
get
got
his
one
water, bro.
song in the 2000s?
Yeah, nah,
Out of all the songs Hov
Yeah,
got.
they could have took away
Guns N'
one of those
Roses.
Outkast joints.
Or one of Eminem got the
Eminem
first
joint.
4 songs.
Well,
That list is
Rap
trash.
Caviar is,
It's
know,
Spotify. Now
Right.
you know they pay to get on the list, but
Right,
it's like,
right.
bro,
Yeah,
I don't
that
even know
list
what
is
the
trash.
album
They
is.
could find.
I hate
way
when they
better
do those lists
Way better.
because it's like they take
That shit
away
trash.
from a lot of what people have done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
just better than
bro.
people.
Yeah,
You
like-
just better
So
than people.
nothing from Blueprint is on there?
Nothing from Jay-Z is in the top 10.
That's
Eminem
crazy.
got 4 songs. Outkast got 2. That's 6.
Bro, I don't even
And
know.
then
both of them
I'll
probably
be
from
honest with
Stank
you.
on
No, I'm sorry.
I-
Eminem has 5 songs.
I respectfully decline to even enter.
That's why some people go with
Yeah.
2000 first.
I don't even
Because the
want
2000 was just out of pocket.
That is
Yeah,
weird.
that's
That's a
bullshit.
weird list.
I'm like, what the hell? So we can.
How,
Is
bro?
what's the name 2000? It's a club joint. But
Unless-
is Back That Ass Up 2000?
No, that's not.
But bro, how
Oh,
do you
okay.
not give Hov none of the top 4?
I'm gonna keep it a being. Early 2000, no Luda? And I
Right.
ain't a Luda fan,
Yeah,
but
Luda
like,
had
come
shit a lot.
on. Who the
Luda
fuck
had
making
shit
up
a lot.
these, yeah, bro. They,
Not just Luda.
Like,
If you
they-
talk
Oh,
about,
I'm
if you talk
sorry.
about the whole snap music movement.
I'm
in the
sorry.
Early
That's
2000s.
bullshit.
So this is
Gotta
live
throw it in
records.
there.
So let
Yeah,
me give you a caveat. So this is
John?
not their list.
Right.
This is actually just the most streamed
Come on,
song.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, yo.
So
if
that's
we
why
go
it's
early
different.
2000s, go John all
You
over
said
that.
what?
It's the most streamed song on Spotify of that day.
What?
Right. But streaming
Okay.
wasn't even that popular back in the early 2000s. Who was streaming?
So I guess they saying whoever's been
Right, since
streaming.
Shit sound.
Nah, yeah,
I think they don't know hip hop.
I don't even think it was white
Because you
people
think
that did it.
about-
I
I
think
think
it's just
so.
a person
But think of the
who
songs.
doesn't know anything
Eminem,
about hip hop.
Outkast,
I know
Hey
hip hop, white boy.
Eminem.
Outkast got way better songs than Hey Ya.
Way better.
So
Way
Way
better.
better. Way,
Yeah, they
way
picked
better.
Hey Ya over
Hey
They
Ya.
top.
going by Billboard.
No,
no,
but
they
even
going by with white people.
I think it should have been in the club, number 1,
Yeah,
then a Hov record,
yeah.
then an M record. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
it's-
I'll still
but-
give them that top.
Listen,
top.
listen to this.
T.I.'s
Luda
not
got
in
a
here.
sneak in
2000s,
T.I.
2000s,
That's what Luda
Ross,
got to
listen,
sneak in
That's
there.
their middle.
That's what I'm about to say.
506.
The 2000s
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the takeover of the South. The South took
Yeah.
over hip hop in the 2000s.
Right.
How no
Nothing
Southern
from
rap was
Thug
on there.
Motivation
That's
on there.
because
Shit don't make
whoever
sense.
did the list has to be on
Yeah.
rock and roll music or
Gotta
something
be.
like
That
that,
don't
or
matter
just
what
had to
they
do the
talking
review.
about.
And
Yeah,
just
they
was
just
like,
had to do the review. I really
right,
want to
like,
call out.
just
I ain't
thought,
gonna use no
I'm gonna hate on
symbol.
everybody. Like,
It's crazy. That
That
list sound
you
that
go
list
to
sound
the
biased.
90s. 90s is crazy too,
I
but
don't want to, but
they're a little bit- little
I don't
bit
want to,
better.
but if we gotta, look.
Yeah, right.
It's like they turned me off right
They
there.
lost me.
Yeah.
They lost me. They lost me.
Where Caviar's out of pocket.
so this is the top 10. I guess it's saying top 10 most streamed hip hop songs of each decade.
No Luda.
Number 10 is a song that I just do not like.
It's the 90s.
Oh,
This is 90s.
yeah, I was about to ask the 90s.
Tupac, California Love.
I like
not a fan of that song.
I
Why?
accept that.
I
I
like
accept that.
California Love.
Just-
I think he
just-
fucked
Why?
that up.
I like California
I
Love.
think he fucked that up bad.
Yeah, I love
I
California
don't
That's
Love.
agree
that
with
on
you on
stage.
that.
I'm hearing
Me neither.
screaming.
Like as a hip hop person,
Ain't it
I
for
love
money
it.
and
It's hip hop.
I love that
You
song.
cannot say as a hip hop person and do not like that
Only
record.
in Cali where we riot, not Raleigh.
Fresh out of jail.
California.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know,
not
Step on the
Yeah,
scenes,
yeah,
I'm hearing
yeah,
Lucy
yeah.
screaming.
California.
That's the part I like.
Thanking for money and alcohol. That shit
And I think that's what's his name? Charlie Wilson.
Roger
Oh,
Trout.
Roger Trout. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Probably
Roger
because
Trout.
he programmed.
Oh, I thought
You know, he started hip hop. If you think about it.
Technically.
No, well,
California Love.
yeah, California
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
was.
On the
and
mainstream
then,
hip hop
Yeah.
record.
I don't like to take credit, but
Go ahead, don't be
Spade
modest.
and I with
That had an auto-tune song?
if you want it, yes.
Don't be
That wasn't
modest.
before California Love.
It wasn't, but I'm
Right.
just saying, like,
Yeah.
Don't be
know,
modest.
I
Y'all
got-
was
I
ahead
got
of the
you. I
you know what I'm
curve.
saying?
I got
Like nobody was doing auto tune.
Y'all
Right.
ahead of the curve. Yeah.
Now,
don't
Now
be
number
modest.
9,
That-
we
take
actually
that
go
credit.
from the probably the song I least like by Tupac to my favorite Tupac song, Ambitions
Yeah.
as a Rider. That's
You,
number 9.
said you least like that song?
California Love.
Oh, all right.
That's my
So
least
Ambitions
like-
as ambitious.
It's my favorite
Oh,
Tupac
all
song.
right, I got you.
So that's number
Me too.
9.
Me too. Me too.
That's
I
my
agree.
shit.
I agree.
Number 8 is Dr. Dre. Forget About Dre.
That shit.
That was a
be
big
on.
deal. That was
It
a
was.
like
big
99,
No, if you
bro.
gonna put it on the
Fucking
That
list,
shit be on.
don't
90s.
That's end of the 90s. That's 98, 99.
Yeah, that's
What?
the
But you
end.
forget about Dre was a crazy
Yeah,
record.
that
It was a
was
good song. It was a good song.
Well,
We talking about the
video
90s. We
came
talking
out.
about.
But nothing come out when you move your lips, just a bunch of gibberish. The
That's
motherfuckers acting
that's
they forgot about
98,
Dre.
99.
It was a
Come
good
on, bro.
song.
It was
But-
a great song.
What?
bro.
It was a great song. But in the 90s, that's the golden era. That made
I
top 10.
get it, but it's like, it has to make the top 10 if it's
You
the
got
90s,
to,
bro.
You got to.
That's number
With a
8.
handful of
Golden
gas and a
era?
handful of matches.
Number
Bro,
7.
what makes you think it don't deserve to be in there?
Because there's so many other songs that's way better than that song.
If that's 98, 99.
Well, we said the whole list was shit.
It's more.
Canada.
It's more Dr. Dre songs that's way better than that song.
Nah, bro.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, I'm
With the
just,
video,
like,
bro?
bro, come on, bro.
Go ahead, see. Go ahead.
I like this.
I do too,
dialogue
but it's
because
like,
once we get to
bro,
number
we
1,
can
y'all
agree
gonna
to
be upset.
disagree,
Right.
bro.
Oh, God.
No, we can agree to disagree.
Number
There's
7.
way more Dre songs. Dre and Snoop together got
Right, but
countless songs.
forget
Why
about
would they
Dre,
pick the
bro.
song?
It's still
Listen,
top tier
Fuck that
hip-hop.
song.
that's why I said this list is biased because they picked the song with Eminem. With
So
Dre.
that's the third Eminem entry.
And that's
We got
even
Snoop
the 90s.
Pattern.
He in the 90s and the 2000s.
Yeah, but
I better have some fucking Jay-Z.
I still don't gotta agree with you on
I
that.
feel
No.
you, but I'm just saying this shit is
Yo, in
biased.
the comments, if y'all
Number
agree with
7.
him, put a thumbs up. If you don't, put a thumbs
That
down.
list is biased.
Number 7 is Juicy, Biggie.
Got
7.
Number
Seven?
Got
number
to.
7.
Come
Should be
on,
higher.
bro. I don't.
Should be
bro,
higher.
I don't see.
Should be
Way
higher.
higher.
Should be way higher.
I do not. I want to meet the person.
Not
that's
even
the
on no
person so I can
sympathy
tell
joint.
him
That
how
should be
much
higher, bro.
bullshit
That's one of the
he's
best
on.
hip hop songs.
Number
Period.
6.
All time.
Like period.
Number 6 is Big Papa.
Okay.
Big Papa.
6.
So
I love
six.
him
So
when you
Big
call
Pop.
me Big Pop.
Yeah,
Commercial.
yeah.
Juicy set the tone for
Set the tone.
these fat, fly niggas in the world,
Seven
man.
fat,
To this
ugly
day.
as ever.
To this
However,
day.
I stay Coogee down to the socks, rings and watch filled with rocks, and my
Come on,
jam
man.
knocks
Number
in
five.
That's number 6.
Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, the next episode.
Number 5, though.
It's crazy.
Bro, you can't get that number 5. bro.
That's
Like,
one of
who
the
did
biggest.
this
That's one of
list,
the
bro?
biggest
This
hip hop
trash.
songs
This
ever.
list is trash,
Number
man.
4.
This ain't hip hop, people.
Number 4.
What's the joint? What's
Who
the
did
joint?
it?
Not the
Joe
country one.
Biden.
What's the son name that's on
Not
trial?
the
Gunner.
Gunner.
Gunner Biden.
What was the song? What's the song that Jay wrote for Snoop and
Still
Snoop
Dre.
and Dre.
Still.
Still Dre.
That should be higher than what you just said.
So,
Still.
that number 5 is the next
That
episode.
fucking beat.
Number 4 is Ice Cube, It Was a Good Day.
Mm.
Number 3 is Hypnotized, Biggie.
I like Big.
Number 2,
Times.
Dr. Dre.
I like this more than
Still
2000.
Dre, okay,
I like this
okay,
more than the
okay.
2000.
And number
Okay,
1,
Okay.
anybody want to guess number 1?
Probably Eminem.
No,
What?
me.
Who?
Anybody want to throw this shot in the dark?
Um,
You're never going to guess it, but
NWA.
It's some
you said the
bullshit,
90s,
yo.
right?
It's some
Oh,
bullshit.
is it-
NWA is number 1 in the 80s.
Is it,
some
Chuck
bullshit.
Rock or something? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Chuck
I don't
Rock.
fuck.
Coolio Gangsta's Paradise.
Man, get the
What?
fuck out. Bro, I will walk the fuck out. No, they didn't,
What's
bro.
the next topic? What's the next
So
topic?
Hope
bro?
ain't in the 90s or the 2000s. So
What?
So
Y'all
listen,
rest that man's soul,
So
but
listen.
come on, bro.
listen.
Kidding me?
The reason why I read
It's
this,
no way they could have did that.
It gotta be numbers though. It gotta be numbers. It
They're
gotta be
saying
Grammys
extremes.
because he won a lot of Grammys for that song.
they say
I'm gonna
this-
be real.
this
You're
stream
not
as
gonna
a
go
streaming
90s
goal.
and 2000s and you don't have
So-
no Rockefeller Rough Riders.
listen, this
no
is the reason
fucking
why-
way.
this is the
There's
reason-
no Cash Money.
No,
No
this
locks.
is the reason why-
No
but
locks.
this is
No
the reason-
locks.
There ain't no
Yeah, like where was the locks in this
Listen,
list,
This is
bro?
the reason why I read this on purpose because I've heard a couple different interviews. I think Big Get might have been one. A couple different people that say that Jay-Z is not that big of an artist as
South.
as we think. Now
I
again,
seen
we're on
somebody
the
say
East
some
Coast,
shit like that
so
before.
of course we're gonna be biased because New York is an hour and a half away from us.
Right.
So we're gonna hear.
You know
more
what?
of it. But here's my question:
How could they do
do
that?
you think that is Jay-Z not that big of an artist just overall, or do you think that it's a little bit of hate?
Look,
It's
Let's hate.
I got-
Let's hate, bro.
Because you know why?
I
You know
got
why I
something
say
to say.
that?
I got
Hold
something
on.
to say.
You know why I say that? Because if you look at the numbers, look how many times Jay beat Elvis. He beat Elvis.
Bro, the
Record
numbers
sales,
don't
the numbers
lie,
don't
bro.
Listen, I've heard
First
people.
Elvis and
I've heard
Blue
people.
Suede
Listen,
Shoes.
I've heard
Yeah.
people with my own 2 ears. I've heard people from the South
Right.
say that Boosie
I
is
hate
better
that
than
shit,
Jay-Z.
bro. I hate that.
And so I'm
In
like,
the South, he probably is bigger than Jay.
no,
you gotta
better
remember.
than Jay-Z.
No,
Not bigger.
no,
Jay-Z
look,
You
better.
gotta remember, we're talking about different.
That's crazy.
I know. So that's why I asked this question. Like, do you think it's hate, or do you think that
I think it's hate.
Jay-Z is, I mean, the numbers might say one thing,
Right.
but a lot of people just like, oh, I bought Jay-Z because he's the main artist.
Right.
I didn't buy him because I liked it.
But as far as verbiage, though, we still gotta remember that the West Coast has a verbiage.
Right.
Down south.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like.
I always talk about Mac Dre.
I
The way they
can't
talk
tell
about
nobody
Mac
how
Dre,
it resonates
I'm in
to
on
you.
the
He a
West.
legend out there.
Yeah, and I'm like, I've never
Like
heard
E40
two songs.
shit.
E40.
Yeah, I mean, I know E40.
I fuck with 40.
Yeah, so do I.
fuck with 40.
Yeah, I love 40.
What you about to say?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so I remember I went down south with my family, go see my cousins.
What
And
were they listening to?
they were listening to Bootsy and
And it was like,
Yeah.
that was their top of the line
Yeah,
stuff. Like,
and we-
this is what they
say
had
he's
to
a
have.
Yeah,
fucking
and we was
deal
like-
down there.
and we was like,
How long ago was this?
Last year? 2 years
2
ago?
years ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They say
Yeah.
Boozy is
So,
love down
And we
south.
was like, we was like, we want to listen to this. We was like, can y'all put some Jay-Z? It was like, oh, we don't listen to him. I don't.
Right.
Remember that?
But that's the verbiage
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
That I said.
yeah.
It's like, it's
That's
just,
the beauty of hip
They
hop.
can relate to it more.
how can we say different
Yeah.
strokes and different
Right,
folks?
right.
That's the
what they relate to.
That's the
I
beauty of
understand.
hip hop.
I understand.
But that's why hip hop is so good.
But
Right.
but
Because
Exactly,
everybody
exactly.
has a chance
That's a
to
testament
have
to
a
hip
core
hop.
fan base.
Absolutely.
Again, I
Right.
always say
That's a
Tech Nine.
testament to hip hop.
Tech Nine is one of the biggest foreign
Yeah,
artists
yeah,
in the
yeah,
world.
yeah.
And I've never
He's
heard a
the
song on
biggest
the radio.
No,
independent
but let me
rapper,
tell you this though,
period.
when I did give him a listen,
Rap his
I
ass.
see
Yeah.
why.
He nice.
Remember, I don't know if you ever remember when he did the freestyle. When he did the BET freestyle, he killed that BET
Yeah, he
freestyle.
nice.
Like,
Yeah,
I
nice.
can rap.
But just like Chance the Rapper, we don't listen to that shit.
No.
But his numbers is crazy.
Yeah, but let me tell you,
You know
this
what I'm
though.
saying?
No, I don't like Jay.
One of to me, the best BET cipher verses ever, Kendrick Lamar, bro.
I like
Yeah.
his. I like Nicki's.
The
I like,
joint with Styles and Lupe in the first year.
and,
Styles was
And Griselda
crazy.
had a crazy.
And,
Styles and Lupe drinks was
no,
crazy.
hold on. We can't forget
Kendrick
about
definitely got the craziest one.
Slaughterhouse.
no,
and
theirs was
Yeah, that's
crazy.
what I was
Oh,
and
Eminem,
Mos
yeah,
Def.
they
And
fucked that
Mos
up.
Def.
Them
The
fucked
joint with
that
Mos
shit
Def,
up.
Black
Yes.
Thought,
Black
and
Thought.
Eminem.
Yes.
Woo.
Oh, most
Once
most-
again.
oh, come on, man.
How they ain't put Black Thought in
That's
the
my wild
90s?
card shit again, right?
Because that record they had with Erykah Badu was say smash,
What?
bro.
Crazy.
You know how many Grammys they won on that?
Oh,
that?
yeah,
I love that
yeah,
song.
Man,
That's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
that's what I'm saying. It's biased. That list is
That,
biased.
shit that
that
boils
list is
down-
bullshit, and I don't think
Yeah.
they should ever be able to write a list again about hip hop.
I
Whoever
agree.
did that, we do not fuck with you
I
over
seen
here.
this joint.
At all.
Boy
That
was
shit
going.
was
Boy was
trash.
breaking down saying how he wasn't. He like Jay-Z never been the biggest artist in the 90s or the thousands. The numbers is one thing. My shit always boil you down to, cause Country Grammar went diamond. If niggas is playing instrumentals out of their trunk and Nelly rap and Hove rap, come on, bro. So I don't give a fuck about your numbers.
Right.
In the words of Prodigy, you rap niggas make me laugh, you crazy ass, and I don't give a fuck what you
But-
feel. That shit is
But,
bar for bar.
but-
Niggas don't rap.
But
It ain't too many to
being a
get
double
around
advocate,
him, bro.
being a double advocate, what you saying? Like the numbers in the '90s, the numbers really didn't lie because niggas had to go buy them CDs.
I
Now,
couldn't fake a stream.
yeah, numbers
But-
lying like a
but
motherfucker.
Country
now.
Grammar,
Like,
though.
come on, man. No, he did numbers. He had great songs.
Bar for bar, though.
We know.
I mean, yeah, we know.
Man,
We
man.
know. We
Hickory
know.
dickory dock.
Yeah, we know.
But I mean, you can't front on it. The shit worked.
It was good song. He had good music, and he had feel good music.
It
That
was
shit
good.
always gonna sell.
Then hold on, so they ain't even have nothing from Country Grammar.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing.
And that's
what I'm
what.
saying.
But see, that's what.
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta put Nelly up there.
But that's
Early
where the
2000s,
streaming
you gotta
makes
say
no
Tip.
sense to me.
You gotta
It's
say
like-
Tip Blue to Nelly.
There's
early
no way in the
2000s.
world
You
that
got
the people
to,
that
for
was
sure.
not. There's no way in the world that the people that was listening to Country Grammar on a CD that they're not now listening to it on a stream.
'Cause that's the shit,
So that don't
bro.
make sense
I'm
to me.
going
And then think
down,
about
down,
it. You
big,
bought a
that's that
CD
word.
one time, you played it over and over.
Right.
I don't even have to play the whole
Earth
album now.
Force
I can play that one song that I liked off the album.
Yeah,
I
bro.
can kill that joint for
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
So it's like how these songs that was big when they how they not big on streaming. That don't make
It
sense.
don't make
to me.
sense. It don't make sense.
It's like y'all putting y'all creating this. I don't even know how the streaming shit works. How many streams do you get to make $1? Like
A lot.
it makes no sense.
A whole lot.
Back in the '90s and even the early 2000s, when motherfuckers were still buying albums, they had to go to the store to buy those hard copies, bro.
And stand in the line.
And stand for
Like I heard a story about Eminem's album coming out, and Fat Joe and Big Pun waited in the line while the
that's
awards was
hip-hop,
going on
right.
to get that album.
That's some hip hop shit right there, bro. That's some hip hop shit.
And like I said, them numbers ain't lie. Them sound scans, when they scanned that shit, them numbers, now this shit is, you got computers
Niggas got
streaming
streaming
like,
bots.
come on, man.
Niggas got streaming funds. They got I ain't gonna hold
Hey.
you. Don't let me finesse my way
Hey.
into a publishing check. I get a fucking streamer joint too.
Real
What's
rap.
up?
They call me Dutchy, man. It was all a dream podcast, and this episode was brought to you by Just Tees, 1212 South Street. Make sure y'all come and holler at my guy, man.
Cause
You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get them.
See the
man,
fits.
You already know
Cause,
what's going on.
Definitely.
they say the devil's in the deets, but I think it's just.
That
That was a bar. That was a bar.
Now we're gonna segue over to another. It's not a list, but I want to get your opinion on this. Seen T.I. talk about it in a interview he did. Who do you have? We'll start with Mod. Who do you have on your Mount Rushmore of trap music?
Oh my God!
Trap
See,
music?
why do you do this shit to us, bro? Like, that's why I love you, bro.
Snow.
already
Snow.
know.
Oh, already,
Snow.
of course.
Tip. You gotta put Hendrix up there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If I had a fourth, off a trajectory, if I had a fourth babe, I think Baby. My fourth would probably be out of Baby or Thug.
No meat.
I mean, when I think of trap, I think of South. I ain't gonna lie.
So do I.
Meek don't come from that.
No, that's not.
I ain't
trap
gonna.
music.
I wouldn't consider
that's,
Meek
that's
trap
street
music.
music, but
Yeah,
not
it's
trap
street. Yeah,
Right.
it should be more so gangster than it would be trap. But my trap round mushroom definitely. Your trap round mushroom to me, it has to have Tip and Snow. If it ain't got
Yeah,
Tip
no
and
doubt.
Snow, yeah, I'm gonna say Tip, Snow, Future,
They the originators.
and Baby.
You got 3 out of his 4. Out of T.I.'s 4.
I'm gonna go Rick Ross.
Damn,
Oh,
damn.
I'm gonna go
My fault.
Snowman.
Okay.
I ain't say Ross.
Definitely gotta give my guy Thugger.
Okay.
Gotta give Thugger
I ain't mad at that.
Okay.